Hi, everybody. Jacqui is here again this week for some fun, Scentsy fun. This week, we are talking all about booking parties because that is currently where my focus is for my business. So you guys are right along for the journey with me. So aside from dropping my phone on the floor, and when you have a bad back, oh goodness. Okay. That was fun. Good thing I've already done my stretching for the evening. Okay. No more physical therapy for me today. I'm done. Anyway, welcome. Like I said, another amazing week filled with amazing fun. Tonight we're talking all about booking parties. I want to welcome you guys. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. I do this amazing, I know I say it's amazing, but I mean, maybe we'll do a poll later. I don't know if it's truly that amazing, but every week I do a weekly, wow, if only I could edit this. Every week I do a live Google Hangout. And the reason for that is because we all work our businesses at different times. And if you're anything like me and you're busy, YouTube is amazing because we're able to, those of us who do this, we're able to get these trainings out, make it available to you. So that way, when you do have time, and it may not be live right now, but it might be later on tomorrow, later in the week, later this weekend, whatever it is, these are here for you. So feel free to share these with your team members, anybody who you feel might be able to benefit from this. What I do is, of course, I'm just sharing either what I'm currently working on, what has worked for me, what is working for me, what I'm planning on doing, different things like that. So if you are not already, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that way you won't be able to miss any of these. And you'll get that notification for when these posts. But if you're able to join live and you are in my Google Plus circles, if you're not, just send me an email. I will be more than happy to add you to my circle. So that way you'll get an email invite when these occur. So if you can or want to join live, you certainly can. I do have the chat box open for those of y'all who are live. Hello. Feel free to chat in there. Holler at me if you need anything. My personal assistant, I gave her the day off. I don't have one. So it's just me controlling that. So I will try and keep a close eye on it. I thought I would try something fun. And I thought that I would try each week for a while anyway. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll take another poll. And I would share with you Jacqui's top 5. My top 5 of the week. And basically it's tips for the week is what I'm going to do. We'll do that at the end. Kind of wrap things up. It's an homage to, you guys all know David Letterman and his amazing, infamous top 10 list, right? It was funny. It was something I always looked forward to when I used to watch David Letterman when he was on. And so I figured 10 was a little overwhelming. So I went for top 5. Try it out. See how it goes. You know, moving forward. Okay. We got the new catalog. I'm sorry. Adjusting my back. We have our new catalog that is in full swing. And when I say full swing, I am talking full swing. Hello. These amazing products are to die for. I mean, I don't know about all of my customers, but I know for me, my wish list is like this flipping long. Like I could take a legal pad of paper and write down everything that I want on that list. And I would probably still need some room. So there's a lot happening in that catalog that I want. But this is truly, and for those of you who are just joining Scentsy, or maybe you're on the fence and you're about to, that's right. I can't wait to sponsor you. This is truly, we're going into what we consider our busy season. And just like any retailer, when you're going into this time of year, you've got the holiday shoppers, you've got the people out looking for deals. You have the shoppers who are the shoppers who don't normally shop the rest of the year. Does that make any sense? Because, again, they're shopping for holidays, right? So even your people who are not big shoppers, they know they're going to have to get out there and shop somehow, whether that's in one of the big box retail stores, whether that's through Amazon, whether that's through us, their local Scentsy consultants, or hopping onto their local Scentsy consultant's website. Find fun ways to make it easy for your customers who don't like to shop. Do you know who I'm talking to? Do you know that the demographic that I'm speaking of? And this is not stereotypical or anything else other than the fact that I know my husband, and my husband, he's the type of guy who, when it comes to anniversary, my birthday, Mother's Day, things like that, first words out of his mouth are, "What do you want?" And then usually the second thing that follows that up is, "Well, why don't you just go get that?" Or "Why don't you just go ahead and order that for yourself?" kind of thing. So I might get some flowers. I'm lucky if I get a card. Normally it's flowers, but otherwise it's basically, "Oh, you wanted that? Well, here, go ahead and order it. Go ahead and get whatever it is that you want. I just want you to be happy." But look to help that demographic of people. And it may not just be all husbands. There are women and people out in this world who just don't care for the whole shopping thing. I'm not one of them. I don't truly understand those people because I flipping love to shop. And I really love shopping for deals. So no, I don't quite understand them. I can't wrap my head around those people, but I appreciate them and I take them into consideration. And I like to tell them, because I'm such a good shopper, I will do it for you. So I will cater to that demographic and say, "Hey, if you're looking for gifts, all you got to do is let me know. If they're not already one of my customers, then I'm going to shoot some ideas off to you. I want you to kind of tell me how you feel things would go." And I will probably try and work with them to see, again, if this is somebody who's familiar with Scentsy and maybe already has a Scentsy warmer. So it might be just, finding maybe a 6-pack of scents for them for their Scentsy warmer. It might be one of our brand new diffusers, right? We have this whole brand new line of diffusers that, even for our Scentsy loving people out there like me, we don't have one yet, right? I would love it if my husband were to buy me a diffuser. I would love it. I might send him a clip of this video. But, it's an easy way to help them be able to shop and still provide that personal service. So do you get where I'm coming from? You getting me? You feeling me? Right? We're helping them out. I even offer to those people too who are somewhat gifting challenged. I will, even if they're local, especially if they're local, if they're long distance, it's a little bit harder. But if they're local, I will be more than happy to offer my gift wrapping services, because I can guarantee you I can make the package probably look better than they might. So I'm happy to do that too. And I just do that to be nice, right? I don't charge them for wrapping up their gift that they bought. But anyway, something to think about. Chew it up. marinate on it for a while. But because this is our busy season, we need to be setting the expectation for our customers that this is the busy season. Okay, we have more people shopping this time of year than we do any other time of year, simply because of the holidays, like we talked about. But Scentsy's standard shipping policy is 10 business days. That doesn't change for our busy season. Okay, that is the standard shipping process all year round. We just tend to get very spoiled because when it's not like an end of the month or an end of a catalog change or something huge like that, if it's just a regular time of year, we tend to get a little bit spoiled, and we can get those orders. Like if I place it on a Monday, sometimes it may even be here by Friday. If I'm lucky, like the next Monday, right? It's already delivering by that next Monday. It's awesome turnaround time. But technically, since he does have 10 business days to ship those items, and again, in the busy season, we want to make sure that our customers are well aware of that, okay? Especially our customers who order from us on a regular basis, because again, they're used to those quick turnaround times, and it's lovely when we're able to do them. But even like right now, I'm noticing that the parties that I placed on the 31st of August are still being fulfilled right now and have not yet gone out the door. Now, they probably will tomorrow. But we also had a holiday thrown in there too. So you have to remember business days, not calendar days, business days. And a holiday thrown into the mix puts us back another day, right? So all you have to do is just let them know when they're ordering. Hey, just a heads up, just so you're aware, standard shipping is 10 business days from the date that we input this order. I will keep an eye on it as soon as it ships out. I am more than happy to send you an email, a text, a phone call, whatever it is, Facebook message you, send you the tracking number so you've got it. You can keep an eye out for it, or if it's coming to me, hey, I'll let you know as soon as it arrives, whatever. But you're setting that expectation up front, okay? You don't want your customers to turn around and go, oh my gosh, you never told me that it was 10 business days and I needed this like last Tuesday and it's not here. So we don't want to have those bad expectations or poor expectations, I guess I should say. So just make sure that, again, you're giving them the heads up. Another part of giving them the heads up is to make sure that you're watching your news tab. I suggest watching it daily. If you can't watch it daily, aim for like 2 to 3 times a week. If that is just too much for you, at least look at it once a week, okay? Put it in as a calendar reminder on your phone so it will ding at you like on Saturday morning, and it will just say, check your news tab. Set a reminder. And that way you're forcing yourself to look at that news tab if you're just not into the habit of looking at it daily. I suggest trying to look at it daily. But the main reason for that is because, again, the busy season, right? Everything that is in our harvest collection. So right now that's our Halloween stuff, right? Those are our Halloween warmers and our buddies. Everything that's in that harvest collection catalog. All of those items are while supplies last. That's right, while supplies last. So since he does try and order enough, so that way they can try and fulfill enough, but you never know the popularity of a warmer or a buddy or what's really going to happen there. Those things could sell out by next week. And then we've got customers who are frustrated. The same thing is going to happen when our holiday brochure comes out. And that's the one that's going to have our Christmas. And I think we've got, don't we have like a couple Hanukkah warmers in there as well? And so we'll have some different items coming up for the holiday season. Okay. So it's going to be the same concept when those come out as well. So keep that in mind. So definitely make sure that you're not sitting on orders. So if you by chance have a party going on, again, this is, and we're going to talk about host coaching here in just a little bit, but that's when host coaching is really going to come in huge for you. What else is while supplies last? even outside of the Harvest collection and the Holiday collection, Christmas warmers that are going to come out. Do you guys know? Buddies. You know, our buddies are limited edition, right? All the time, all year round, right? Like, oh my gosh, my back. I totally strained my back just picking up my phone. That's so sad. Bubbles, the octopus. She's so stinking cute. Mwah. Gosh, I love her. She just makes me happy when I look at her. She's looking at me. She's happy with me. She likes everything that I'm saying. She listens. She's amazing. If I could get her to do the dishes, you would totally be my best friend, Bubbles. But anyway, these guys are limited edition. So like when Bubbles here sells out, she's going to sell out. They're not going to make more Bubbles. They're not. They only have as many as they have, and that is it. And then they introduce a new buddy, right? We lost our rhino warmer, and that's when we got Tara, she's a dinosaur. Not a pterodactyl, a triceratops. My 5.5-year-old daughter would probably be able to spout the whole thing off. I can't remember. Dinosaur. Okay. That one took its place. But again, only while supplies last. Okay. So make sure that your customers know these things and make sure that they're aware of those. So one of the things that I encourage you to do is customers who are ordering from those special collections. So from the Harvest collection and from the Holiday collection when it gets released, a good rule of thumb is, especially if you've got a party going on, to let those guests know, hey, just in case, I know you love the Nevermore core and the wrap and all of that, and that's what you want. Just in case that one sells out before we close the party next Tuesday, go ahead and put choice number 2 down on your order form, just in case. Simply because if for some reason it sells out between now and the time we close the party, we can go with your second choice. Now, here's your way to be able to help ensure those customers that really, really, really want what they really, really want. Okay. Even if you're in the middle of a party, maybe it's a home party you're getting ready to have. Maybe it's a pouch party that's going on, a Facebook party, whatever it is. If they're wanting those items, a good rule of thumb is, again, letting the host know to communicate that out, or if you have access to the guests, especially if it's like a Facebook party, right? You can post this up and you can say, hey, anybody wants anything from the Harvest collection or the Holiday collection when you're ordering, contact me, or go to the website and click on so-and-so's name at checkout, and that way I'll connect to the party. But you're making sure that you're getting that, because those are only while supplies last, and I don't want you to miss out on the warmer that you really, 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 really want to have. But another key point in all of that is to enter your orders timely. So let's say I had a party that closed today. Let's say I had a pouch party and today was the last day and I closed the pouch party, and I met my host after work and she brought me back the pouch and I went through it and I'm like, oh, awesome. Okay, here's, here was your total. Here's your host rewards. Let me know what you want. And then on Friday, I'm like, oh crap, I haven't heard from her. I need to get that party in. What's happening within all that time frame? What's happening? Time is happening, right? Time, precious time, where Nevermore or Itsy Bitsy, the spider warmer, or Vlad the Bat, or whatever it was that people had ordered, are selling out. And by the time Friday rolls around, that you finally catch back up with your host and you get her information and you close out the order, the things that those guests were wanting are now sold out. So make sure you're entering those orders in timely. So again, it's more of communication with your host. So if that situation had occurred tonight and I'd gotten a pouch back, I'd be on my host. And I suggest doing the host coaching even before, right? Getting them to create a wish list even before their party starts is a great idea, because that way it gets them thinking. First of all, it gets them looking at this catalog. I do not want any host to be looking at this catalog the night of their party. That is the very last thing I want, because my whole point to encourage them to create a wish list is so then that way they have this running total in their head of where they need to be in the way of sales. So then that way they can get all of the items that they want. Okay. So then that way I can direct them to say, okay, I want you to go through, I want you to make a wish list of the things that you want. You can look at page 33 in your catalog, and it's going to break it down into your host rewards. So as you're making your wish list, I want you to be thinking in your head what the items are that you're going to want to get for free and 50% off. So start thinking about those things now. That way, when your party is closing, all we have to do is just pull up your wish list and just go down, and you can choose which ones that you want to get for free and 50% off. So it really saves your host time. And again, it's going to help keeping them driving towards getting those higher sales so they can get more items at 50% off, right? That's what we want for all of our hosts. So let's talk about booking parties. So there's a couple different ways to go about this. And I actually did a presentation at was it last year or the year before? I presented at Spring Sprint with 3 of my teammates, and we did a presentation on bookings. Oh my gosh, I could look back through my YouTube because I know I did a YouTube video of it, but I cannot for the life of me think. I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before. Anyway, and we talked about this, and this is kind of the way that we broke it down then. So if you've watched my video from then, it's in a well, actually, no, I don't think my video touched on all points of this. It's just my portion of it, I think. Gosh, what have you been doing videos for so long? I'm like, what did I talk about in that video? Maybe I need to go back and rewatch some of my own videos and be like, what the heck was I talking about? I don't remember what all I covered. Maybe I've never covered something, and I really think I have. Anyway, so there's a couple different ways to get started with booking a party, right? The first way is from a party, okay? So let's think about if we're at a home party. So what are some ways to be able to book party when you're at a home party? And hey, hello, holla. I'm just going to do a quick shout out for me because nobody else is going to celebrate my accomplishments like me. But the pouch party, bag party, social media queen here who never does home parties booked a flipping home party. And I think I may have 2 more in the works. Wow. You know, I've done like 3 home parties in the almost 4 years I've been a Scentsy consultant. Yeah. 3. That's all I've ever done. I don't know what it is, but you know what? I do know what it is. It's this flipping catalog that's amazing. That's what it is. Anyway, all right. So I digress. I had to shout it out. So I was like, what? You want a home party? Yes, you want a home party. Awesome. I was like, oh, get ready because I got some stuff for you. Okay. It has been a year since I've done a home party. You just better prepare yourself. It's going to be amazing. So a great way to book parties at a home party is by playing booking games. Who doesn't love to play games at a home party? I only play games that serve a purpose. Okay? Games are fun in general, yes. But I do think, and this is my personal 2 cents, I do believe that there is a limit to the games that you can play at a party because you will truly outgame your guests. They're just going to get bored at a certain point. It gets to be too much. They don't need all of the fluff, right? They don't need all of that. They want to have some fun. They want some time to look through the catalog, decide what they want. The big thing that they're dying to do is to smell your testers. Trust me. don't put your testers out until you're ready to let them smell. You can tease them all you want, like put them in a big clear bin basket so they can see them and talk about them, but don't let them smell them yet. They will want them even more. When you pull those things out, they will be like vultures diving in on those testers. Watch. Stand back and watch. You'll it's crazy. Anyway, so I only play games that make a purpose. And so that's if I'm driving sales, if I'm driving bookings, or if I'm driving joining or recruiting. Okay. There's the only 3 types of games I will play. So those 3 reasons have to fit into whatever game it is I'm playing. That has to be the main point of the game. So some of the more popular ones, and you guys have probably seen these, and I'm going to try and go back and link cards into this video. It might happen tonight. It may very well happen tomorrow night. But I'm going to go back and link these in there. We've got the dice game, which is a very popular one. We have the bead game, which is a very popular one. Got that from my one of the sweetest Scentsy consultants ever on my team. Not my personal team, but my like superstar director team, Amy Boxwell, and she's fantastic at this party. She has great success with the bead game, and she shares it a lot. Bingo is what I presented on at Spring Sprint, and I love my bingo. I like playing bingo because it serves a lot of purposes. I work in recruiting and I work in booking parties. I'm killing 2 birds with 1 game, and I love that. It's like a double whammy. Love it. So I'll try and link. I believe that video is up on my YouTube. I will try and link that as well. Stack the Host. You guys, if you've done any searching on YouTube for Scentsy, I'm guarantee you probably at one point in time have seen Stack the Host. I personally don't play the Stack the Host game. It just it's not my cup of tea. It doesn't fit in my repertoire of games. It just doesn't fit in my flow. But I have seen it happen. I have seen it be very successful in booking. And I will, again, I'll try and link that as well. I'll try and put a card up there for that as well. And lastly is surprise booking bags or boxes or envelopes. I prefer envelopes, and I brought mine out. I want to say of hiding, but I did have to recreate the cards inside of them because, yeah, it had been almost a year since I've gotten ready for a home party. So I literally dug them there. I have a home party box up there, and that's where they were sitting. That's where they've been living for a year. So what I do, and I'm going to quickly touch on this, is I have 6 envelopes, and they're numbered 1. Can Jacqui count? Let's make that a game. Can Jacqui count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? Sorry, you can't see that. I promise you, the envelopes will get dressed up more. This is totally not how they will go out for the home party. But anyway, so what I do is and maybe next week what I'll do is I'll go through I think I'm going to talk about home parties next week because there's some stuff that I want to show you guys as I'm getting it ready. There's some stuff I want to show you guys. So I think that's going to come up next week. So we might talk more about this part of it next week. But what I do is I have everybody roll 1 die. I get a die. Singular. Okay. A die. And they roll it, right? There's only 6 on a die. Okay. You can make up 2, depending on how big your home party is. Okay. You can make up 2 or 3 sets of these. It does not matter. You can use 2 dice, plural, and go up to 12 if you'd like. to make 12 envelopes. I've done that one other time, done 12. But I like to stick with the 6 because it's easier, and that's normally about the size of a party for me. A home party, at least thus far. We'll see where this one takes me. I'll probably at least have 2 sets of these ready to go just in case. So they roll a number, and I don't tell them what it is for, but I do this at the beginning of the party. Again, we're going to talk about this next week. I do it at the beginning of the party, have them write it down, and then when they come up to me, that's when I'm asking them, hey, would you like to be, did you enjoy tonight? Did you have fun tonight? Would you like to do I would love to come do a home party at your house or wherever. Would you like to host a home party? Because here's your number. And now you get to choose. Okay. You rolled a number 3. Guessing. You rolled a 3. Now, you can't open it unless you decide to book a home party. So if you'd like to book a home party, I will let you open this envelope. And I will tell you, and again, you guys are probably seeing this. I did not create this concept. But I will kind of preface it by letting them know that they can win. There's in these envelopes, there's a free warmer. There is a an extra half off item. There is gift certificate from me. I'm kind of alluding, right, to what is in the envelope. And 9 times out of 10, this is why this game is so successful, at least for me personally. In the 3 home parties I've had, this game has been extremely successful for me, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I do it a certain way. So, and you'll see, I've got 2 envelopes. Number 1 and number 3 have glitter washi tape. And it's not just because I like the glitter. I do. But it's because those are my bigger prizes. Okay? Those are my bigger prizes. So like if they had rolled a 1 and they said, yes, I totally want to book a party. So I let them go ahead and open it. And what it is it's a postcard. It's a party postcard, right? On the back of it, it tells them what they won. So this is, you won a free nightlight of your choice. Yay, and the crowd goes wild. The reason I put them on the party postcards, for 1, it's convenient. For 2, is because these party postcards already have all of the information that I need from them for the party. So, the date, the time, their phone number, and their address. I will usually have them also include their email, just because I want their email if they haven't already filled it out on their order form, which I hope they have. But if they haven't, I will get their email. And then what I will do is I will keep this. I will actually, what I have done is I have taken a picture of it with my phone, and I'll say, hey, I'm going to text it to you real quick. What happens when I do that? A couple of things are all happening all at once when I'm doing that, right? It's almost like a Penn and Teller thing, right? Like a magic trick, okay? I'm taking a picture to show them, bam, this is what is happening right now. So I'm telling them, you won a free nightlight of your choice. Okay. They've already filled it out. And so on that picture, I'm going to say, okay, I just took a picture of it. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to text it to you. Here's your cell number. Blop, 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 blop. I'm going to text it to them right then and there. Right. And that way I can play it off, and I can say, hey, that way you've got a picture of it. And you remember, hey, you're winning a nightlight. So here. And I always keep a pouch party with me when I go to a home party, and I will give them a pouch party. So that way they can kind of pre-work their party, okay? But also what I've done, my Penn and Teller magic that has just happened, is I have texted them. So what happens? Not only do I already have their number in my phone, because I'm quickly creating a contact for it, right? I have a contact. And they have my phone number in their phone. So the next time that they're thinking of Scentsy, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I got Jacqui's number in my phone. Hold on, let me just give her a quick text. Bam. I like to every so often to surprise my customers and send out like random fun, like little short clippy videos or funny text, stuff like that. So I kind of keep myself fresh in their minds. Anyway, so all the magic just happened. So that's from if we're at a home party. So a bag or a pouch party, if you're doing one of those, you really need to encourage guests to book. So you have to, at least from what I have found, is you try and put an enticement out with that bag party, right? And this is where your host coaching comes in, because that's a personal incentive that you're giving. So we can't plaster it up somewhere. I can't write it down and pass it out, blah, blah, blah. But I can tell my host and be like, hey, when you're passing this around and your customers and your friends and everybody are looking at everything, let them know if they want to be a pouch party host and earn what you're about to earn with your free and your half price Scentsy, if they want to book a party from yours, then I'm going to give them a 3-pack of bars at half price on top of their host rewards that they're getting. Now, how am I doing that? I'm using the perpetual party reward is what I'm doing. And I also, in the same way that I do with the envelope game, okay, when I'm walking into a home party, I don't carry like a nightlight. And especially when I'm like a nightlight of your choice, it doesn't mean that I've got every nightlight on hand, right? And I think one of these is like a Scentsy car bar, things like that, right? I don't have all of those items on hand. I'm ordering those at the time that they have their party and their party is closing. Okay, so I'm using that perpetual host reward to get those things. So the majority of those things are not going to cost me a single dime out of my pocket because I'm using the perpetual host reward. Same concept is happening there with that bag and pouch party. For an online Facebook or Google Hangout party, so your online game or online parties, you can still play booking games. One of my favorite things to do, and I've done it at all of them except my last Facebook party where I did my points. And in fact, this came in the spring sprint kit last year, I think. Anyway, since he came out with these little bags, and if you can see it without glare, it just says, guess how many? And it has the Scentsy logo on it. And it's zippered here at the top. And you literally just put testers in it, and it literally is just that. Guess how many testers are in here? And the person who gets closest to it wins. Okay, and again, I only do that in my Facebook party and say, anybody who's interested in booking a party, whether it be a Facebook party, a home party, a bag party, whatever it is, all you have to do, if you are interested in doing that, is take a guess. And the person closest to the number of testers in this bag wins my prize. And then I will message them with whatever their prize is. That's how I do my online Facebook stuff. On my last Facebook party, though, and very quickly, I'm going to screen share because I wanted to show you. What it actually looked like. So I'm just hopping into my Facebook party that I did. Was it last week? I think this was last week. Where's my points picture? Points. There it is. Okay. See this? The party points right here. So when you're doing a Facebook party, I put the most points by Monday morning equal my party VIP. And I spoil my VIPs because I do. I totally do. So I went through and I actually tallied the points for everybody. But you can ask them to be their own tally person and give you the total of their points. But I actually booked 3 parties by just posting this post. 3. One of those was a home party. 1 was a home party. 2 were bag parties. So bam, 3 just from posting this one picture. I didn't talk about booking any other time, but because it was worth 50 points here on this little point thing, it made people think twice. maybe booking a party isn't that bad. And they did. And they did. It's awesome. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Let me move back over to me. There I am. Okay. Okay, so those are the things, if you've got a party going, what you can do to book a party from it. Now, what do you do if you don't have any parties on the book shed? What do you do? How do you book parties if you don't have parties that you're already doing? Well, there's a couple different ways. You can do a booking blitz, and the amazing Letitia was talking about a booking blitz because I talked about, I usually do one once a month personally. And what I do for a booking blitz, because she's like, wait a minute, what's a booking blitz? A booking blitz is basically I take a list of names, and I usually do 10 to 15 people, okay? And I block out like a good 15, 30 minutes to make those phone calls. And I literally go down the list, and I am calling, and the list usually comprises of past hosts, past customers, current customers, sometimes are new customers. Like maybe these are people that I've started talking to, but they may not have even have ordered anything yet, right? Those are great people too, because they haven't yet ordered. And so we're going to talk to them about hosting because they're going to get free and half price Scentsy. So for those people who really aren't introduced yet to Scentsy, that's a great way to get started because they're getting it for free and half price. So it's literally a booking blitz, like I said, and I set the timer on my phone so it dings at me when my 30 minutes is up. And if I've made it through all 10, I've made it through all 10. If I haven't, then I will stop there. And the next time I do a booking blitz, those people who didn't get called get rolled over to the next booking blitz list. 9 times out of 10, I get voicemail. But I do leave a voicemail, and it's just a quick and friendly, hey, it's Jacqui. I was giving you a quick call. I just had a really quick question for you about October. So give me a quick call back if you could. And blah, blah, blah. Here's my number. Hope you had a great Labor Day weekend, something like that, right? I don't even tell them why I'm calling, but I'm just kind of leaving that leading message. The whole point is to get them to call me back. You can do an email campaign. So you can use the free services. You know me, I'm all about being how do I want to say this? Being nice on my pocketbook. So I use the free services that work. And these two really work. madmimi.com and mailchimp.com. I'll list those links down below if you don't have them. But they truly are. They're really easy. So you don't have to be like a tech geek like me to get in there and figure out how to do it. It literally walks you through step by step, and it makes it gives you like a newsletter format. So that's what it looks like. So that's what I mean by an email campaign. And so that's when you're really like, you can put in pictures, you can talk about the new products, and that's when you can start saying, hey, also, for everybody who books a party, if you're interested in booking a party this month, this is what I'm offering, blah, blah, blah. Because you're doing it in a one-on-one communication, you can sell or show those personal specials. Do a referral incentive program if you don't already have one started. Get creative with it, guys. Again, if you're talking to people and doing it on a one-to-one basis or a personal basis, then you can be more open with what it is you're saying your referral program is. Hey, for everybody that you refer to me who books a party, I'm going to give you a 3-pack of bars for free. If you can't afford that, or if you don't want to use again, you can use that perpetual host reward. So then you'd only be out $7. Or you could say, hey, I'll give you a 3-pack of bars for half price. And then you're not out anything, right? It's the perpetual is a half price reward. So you're just using that perpetual. But the main point in all of this is host coaching, because honestly, you can book parties until you are blue in the face. You can set parties up. You can go to parties. You can do home parties, Facebook parties, all of these parties, and just be fantastic at booking them. But if you're not coaching your hostesses on some of these key things that we've talked about, then you're not going to have successful parties. You will see a difference if you start to do host coaching compared to when you do not do host coaching. And basically, it's being in contact with your host before, during, and after the party. So no matter what kind of party it is, that's when I said, and when I go to my home party, the last thing I want is my host to just be looking at this catalog for the very first time that night. No, 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 no. If I haven't already have met with her, and this is what I usually will do, I will meet with them prior. In this case, I gave her a bag party. My home party host, I gave her a bag party to go ahead and carry around with her. I gave her some samples of like washer whiffs and some scent samples, things like that. Threw it all together in a bag party, plenty of catalogs and order forms and all of that. Let her know, hey, you can start collecting orders. And then what I will do is then when we are about 5 days out from her party, I'm going to double back and I'm going to give her the final, hey, make sure that you're contacting your guests that are going to be there. Let's go ahead and get them excited. Let them know there's going to be some door prizes. We're going to play a fun game. I'm going to make some awesome Rice Krispie treats, or I don't know. I usually try and bring something to a home party because, again, I want my host to be the VIP. I don't want them to have to do too much, so I try and do some of it for them. So that's just kind of something that I do. But you need to be talking to them. And again, communicating these important points, right? The shipping times, the harvest collection, the Halloween stuff is only while supplies last. So as she's working this bag party and kind of passing it out, letting people look at it or whatever, telling them about her party, then they're asking questions about it and she's able to kind of give them some answers. And if, and I always tell her, hey, if it's something that you can't answer, by all means, refer them to me. I will take care of it. This is not your job to sit here and answer people's questions all day. So all you have to do is just give them my information, and I will totally take care of whatever it is they need. But your host is your VIP, so you really, really, really need to treat them like that. Some of my tips for a home party, and we'll probably go into this more next week, so I don't know why I really put it on here, but it's mostly, like I said, about literally allowing them to be the VIP. So it's greeting the guests at the door for them, showing those guests that are arriving what it means to be one of your hosts. How do you take care of your hosts at a home party? Would you want to be taken care of that way? Would you just be like, oh, this is awesome. I would host a party with her every month. Okay? Be that person. Be that consumer. As always, I tell you guys this all the time. Your business is your business. Make it what you want it to be. If it's hobby, if it's part-time income, if you want it to be full-time income, whatever it is, make it that. Sky's the limit. It truly is. Whatever it is that you want it to be, make it be that. Be you. I can never say that enough. Be you. If you're goofy, be goofy. If you're quirky, be quirky. If you're silly, be silly. If you're just you, just be you. Okay? It's okay. Do not try and force something that you're not onto your customers, because trust me, they're going to see right through you, because either they know you in real life or they're going to be like, oh my gosh, she is coming across totally fake and I don't believe anything she says. So you want to create that trust and honesty and that circle of trust. Don't break the circle of trust. See me, guys. I am totally quirky. I'm goofy. So thank you all for loving me as I am. My quirkiness and all. As always, if you have questions, you can certainly reach out to your sponsor, your director, your upline. If you just can't find any help there, you can always reach out to consultant support. Those people are amazing. I am certainly here to help you guys. It's, that's why I do these videos. So don't hesitate to email me or contact me. Put a comment down there. I'm happy to answer those and help you out if at all I can. And so let's finish it up today. So ready? I feel like I need like theme music. I need to come up with like something I can do for Jacqui's top 5 every week. So here's my first first official top 5 tips of the week. Number 5 is pass out or leave out any old business supplies. So when we meet again next Tuesday, these are my tips for you, okay, between here and next Tuesday. So if you have any of these catalogs still left over, or the former product list left over, I want you to be slapping a sticker. I go the inexpensive route. I put a Post-it note on it, just says, hey, contact me for a new catalog. I got new stuff. Actually, I did something fun on the last batch that I sat out because I went to my my back surgeon actually last week. And when I went, I had 4 or 5 catalog. For some reason, I ordered a ton of catalogs last season, and I just ended up with a ton left over. So I took them and I made up these little cards, and I stuck them on there with washi tape. They were index cards, and I wrote "Bye, Felicia" on the front of it to say, "Hey, this kind of looks no good. Quirky. You love me." Number 4, makeup samples, at least 10, and I want you to pass them out. So even if this is out of your comfort zone so far, maybe you're just starting in Scentsy, or you're just not quite out of your comfort zone yet, I want you to force yourself. Make up at least 10 samples and attach either your business card or catalog or something to it that has your information on it. Put a label on the back of it. I don't care what you do. Make sure your information's on it, and then give it to somebody. If you're not physically handing it to them, and you're not quite out of your comfort zone yet, I'll let it slide for a while. But even if that means when you're at a restaurant or you go through the drive-thru or whatever, and you're handing them their change, or you're giving them your money for your order or whatever, hand them a sample. When you're leaving the grocery store, leave it with the cashier. Here you go. I had this in my purse, so I thought you might enjoy it. Even if it's just doing that, and you're not like you're running out in fear, like, I just did that. Do it. Number three, I want you to call 5 people. Don't text. Don't email. I want you to call. Call 5 people. They can be previous customers. They can be previous hosts. They can be your friends or family. All you have to do is call and say, hey, I don't know if you noticed or not, but we've got a brand new catalog, and I've got one with your name on it. Can I mail it to you? Or, if you see them, if they're local to you, can I bring it over to you? Or next time I see you at the gym, I'll have one with me, and I'm going to give you one. Something. But call 5 people. Call. Challenging you out of your comfort zone. Number two, I want you to follow up with every single order or every single customer that you had in August. Every single one that ordered from you in August. So if you just started this month, or if you started at the very tail end of August and you didn't have any customers, you get to slide. But for everybody else, you are going to go to your workstation, and you're going to go to the orders tab, and you're going to look. And everybody who ordered in August, you're going to contact them. And I'll let you go on that. You can include them in your 5 of calling if you'd like. Or you can just do this as extra, because you know me and the follow-ups. I think follow-up is key. But I want you to follow up with them. And all I want you to do is simply do a check-in. Okay? I don't want you to try and sell them anything. I don't want you to try and anything, right? All I want you to do is contact them, email, Facebook message, text them, whatever it is that you're going to do. Just do it, but do it more as a check-in. Say, hey, hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. I hope that you're enjoying your Blackberry nightlight that you got last month with your Lucky in Love scent. I'm making stuff up. And I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope everything's great, and I can't wait to talk to you, and I'll talk to you soon. Just something quick, simple, whatever, okay? Again, don't sell to them. Don't do anything. I just want you to check in with them. Just do a quick touch point with them. And all that it's doing is showing your customer service and showing them that you remembered them and you're acknowledging them for the order that they placed with you. That is it. So don't be scared of that one. That one should be really easy. And finally, number one, Jacqui's number one tip for this week. Check your news tab. It almost sounds too easy, right? Like waiting, like check my news tab and what? Nothing. I just want you to check your news tab. That's it. Because honestly, I really, really, really want you guys to get into the habit of checking your news tab daily. I would love it if you were all checking your news tab on a daily basis. But if not, I want you to start getting in the habit of looking at that news tab, because trust me, this busy season is going to surprise you. It did me the first couple of years, and I was just like, OMG, what the heck is going on? Things are selling out. This is craziness. So it can get a little hectic and crazy. But if you're up to date, if you're in your Facebook groups, if you're on my team and part of my downline, then you know our Facebook groups. We get pretty chatty and talkative. But if you're not on my direct team, then hopefully your upline or whoever has some Facebook groups that you can get into. Otherwise, you got Jacqui and her weekly training videos that I do like this. I'm going to try and keep you in the know as much as I possibly can. If you follow me on Facebook, I try and get it out there as much as I can on my social media. Anyway, just keep in the know. So that's what I got for you guys this week, and I totally ran over on time again. Shocking. But I hope you all have a great week, and it's starting to finally cool off around here. So it's kind of nice. So I bought my first sweater, my first fall sweater, and I can't, like, I'm dying. I just see it in my closet, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get it out, get to wear it. It's gonna get chilly. I love fall. Totally love fall. It's my favorite time of year. You love me. All right. Have a great week. Peace, love, happiness. I will talk to you all next Tuesday. And remember the top 5.